Hi my crafty creatures, thank you for tuning into this video. In this video I just wanted to show you how I decorated the rest of my house. And if you saw my last video with the Christmas tree, you saw some of the colors that I wanted to incorporate in the house, and I incorporated the rest of that into the rest of my house. So if you want to see what I did, please stay tuned to the video. So I'm going to start off showing you the DIYs I did, and the first one's going to be a floral arrangement. And this is everything that I used from it. Most of it came from JoAnn, but the moss that I have right there is from the dollar store. Before I get started placing the arrangement, I'm going to take this can of hairspray and just spray down the leaves so that the flocking and glitter doesn't fall off as I'm placing it. This just helps for everything to stick a little bit better and not just come off as I'm moving things around. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the Spanish moss and try to break it up into small pieces. That way it's easier to put the stems through. And I'm just going to do that before I add any of the floral arrangements to the rest of it. And this will be good to hide the stems of them. So now I'm going to take these green pieces of floral and start stabbing them through the Spanish moss. And then I'm going to take the stems and spread them out just a little bit so that it has a little more flair. Now I'm going to take these white floral pieces, and with wire cutters I'm going to cut each one of the stems off so that I can place them exactly where I need them. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the moss and put it in around the top so that you can't see the stems up there. And this is just so I can fill it up. I didn't put quite enough before, so I'm just adding it in now. Now I'm going to take the last stems I have left and I'm going to straighten them out and then spread them out so that they look very nice and full when I put them inside the arrangement. Now I can do some last minute fluffing, and this is the finished arrangement. Okay, so this will be my second DIY, and this is going to be two parts. Now these pieces here are normally used for wreaths, but I'm going to use it as a hanging decoration. So I'm going to take these three pieces, the gold, the pine leaves with the flocking, and then I'm going to take one of the antlers and I'm going to connect them all together. Now I'm using the antlers to hold everything together because it was such a strong wire that once I wrapped it around it, nothing else was moving. Now I'm just going to take a few of the small ornaments that I bought and glue them together using hot glue. And I'm just going to put a drop of glue in small little spots where I believe that the ornaments are going to touch. And then I'm just connecting all four of my colors together, and then I'll be gluing it straight to the stems. Before moving on to the second part of the DIY, I wanted to show you the arrangements that I did. These are just using the little trees that I had that were already potted / stuck to wood, and I just arranged those in there with some of the ornaments and some of the leftover floral arrangements that I had from JoAnn. Now going back to the second part of the hanging arrangement, I'm taking a popsicle stick that I have split in half and then cut to the width of the ribbon, and I'm just taking the ribbon and wrapping it around the popsicle stick until you can't tell that it's there. Once it's opaque enough, I'll add a bead of hot glue and that'll hold it in place. Now I'll cut a piece of ribbon that's roughly the same length as the one I already have made. And I'm going to take the popsicle stick, just like before, and wrap the ribbon around it. This time I want to make sure that the popsicle stick is being rolled towards the front of the hanging, and that'll just assure that you won't see the glue once I glue it up. So now I'm going to take the ribbon and create a loop around the wreath, and then I'll glue it into place to hold it. Now we're going to repeat the exact same thing for the bottom half of the wreath. Now I'm going to take a small piece of the floral wire and attach it around the arrangement, and then I'm going to use that to attach it to the popsicle stick down at the bottom of the ribbon. After attaching the arrangement to the ribbon, I'm going to take another piece of floral wire and I'm just going to create a U shape, and then I'm going to use that to hold the stem in place. That way it doesn't move around or twist too much. For a little added detail, I'm going to add a bow at the top, and to create this bow I just cut a piece of ribbon that's going to be long enough. I made sure that I gave myself a little extra, but then I'm going to take the floral wire and use that as a placeholder so that I can tie my bow. And I'm just gonna put the ribbon around it and then tie the bow like you would normally tie your shoe. And then I'm just gonna make sure that everything's like nice and tight so that nothing's gonna come loose once I finally put it on. Once I feel that everything is secure, I can go ahead and cut off the excess. And then once that's done, I'll go and take 2 of the ornaments of different colors and attach that with hot glue to the bow. At this point, I've attached the bow to the ribbon, and now I just take a binder clip and I attach it to the top of there so that I can use it as a hanging tool. I'm sorry guys, I did not think this through and didn't show any of the actual decorating, but here's the final look of how everything ended up turning out, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope you enjoy everything that I did. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed the DIYs that I did, and I hope you enjoyed the whole entire look, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!